the massive cultural touchstones like Jumanji, Top Gun Maverick, and Logan. And if you watch closely, you know the face of the man who anchored key scenes in all of them. But unless you are a deeply dedicated film historian, you almost certainly do not know his name. His name is James Handy. He spent 49 years navigating the American entertainment industry, racking up over 140 individual film and television credits. In all that time, he almost never held the starring role. This network node graph illustrates a common misconception. Our modern culture insists that the glowing central node, the star, the viral sensation, is the only one driving success. We are conditioned to believe that if your name isn't first, you aren't truly valuable. To understand the mechanics of true, bulletproof indispensability, we have to look away from that spotlight. We need to study the architecture of the background and the people who quietly build it. Being the loudest, most visible entity is rarely the trait that keeps a complex system functioning. True durability comes from an entirely different set of skills. Handy walked into the entertainment industry in 1977. He faced an environment notorious for burning through talent, where thousands of aspiring actors arrived every year and vanished just as quickly. Yet 45 years later, in 2022, he was still actively working. Well into his late 70s, he was securing roles in top-grossing modern blockbusters. Surviving half a century in Hollywood requires a daily, deliberate refusal to quit. It is the active choice to adapt your skills and keep showing up long after the initial glamour fades. He was hired to be a character actor. That meant walking onto a set, instantly establishing the reality of a scene, serving the story exactly as required, and getting out. This timeline charts over 140 individual production credits. You cannot fake gritty authenticity that many times across that many decades. The sheer mathematics of this output require genuine, tested mastery. As you watch those individual credits blend into a compounding upward curve, you are seeing the result of serious dedication. Treating a 2-minute scene on a Tuesday morning with the same intensity as a summer blockbuster naturally sharpens a professional into an exceptional master over time. Mastery arrives through an accumulation of unglamorous reps. It completely dismantles the myth of the overnight genius. Handy was the glue of a fictional universe. He built his career playing the specific, everyday archetypes that make a story feel lived in. The weary detectives, the seasoned doctors, the rigid bureaucrats. He could instantly project the grounded stoicism and quiet authority of a New York City police detective, or pivot seamlessly into the strict, unyielding discipline of a military officer. He never withheld his talent, waiting for a leading title or a larger stage before deciding to deliver his absolute best professional effort. It is incredibly common for people to scale back their effort when they feel a task is beneath their potential. They reserve their energy for the day they finally get the spotlight. Directors called Handy continuously because he did the exact opposite. He made everyone else's job easier by being relentlessly reliable, regardless of how much screen time he was given. A job title does not dictate value. The total, uncompromising commitment brought to that role does. When James Handy passed away in June 2026, at the age of 81, the response from the industry was immediate. Top-tier directors and former colleagues shared an overwhelming wave of genuine mourning and admiration for his craft. He generated this reaction without a verified social media empire, no viral talk show clips, no millions of followers, and zero algorithmic fame. There is a massive gulf between superficial visibility and hard-earned respect. One is given by an algorithm, the other is earned, frame by frame, from peers who understand the work. When you scroll through an endless, chaotic feed of notifications and overnight successes, it is easy to feel a toxic anxiety. You start to believe that if you haven't secured your massive breakthrough by age 25, you are entirely out of time. Handy's trajectory provides the ultimate antidote to that digital anxiety. His path proves that a successful career does not require a sudden, flashy peak in your 20s. Stop measuring your progress by isolated viral moments or the sudden attention of strangers. An extraordinary legacy is the result of honest, committed choices, compounding over decades. It is the long game, and it is a game entirely within your control.